Check out the SW Theory merch shop down below.
Hello there.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another quick video from the book Jedi vs. Sith, The Essential Guide to the Force. Now this one's kind of interesting because it describes in Legends, from Luke's point of view, what Palpatine did with Luke's lightsaber, which fell from his severed hand from Darth Vader in Episode 5. Now in Legends, and this is of course very Legends, but who knows if it's going to be used at all in canon now, coming in Episode 9 since we know Palpatine returned. Basically what happened here is that Palpatine found Luke's hand and his lightsaber, and he cloned him. And I'm going to read a bit from the book and then we can talk about it afterwards. So the book says, in 9 ABY, Luke discovered that Palpatine had recovered Luke's severed hand and lightsaber, and that the demented Jedi Master Jorus Sabaoth had used genetic material from the hand to grow a mindless clone of Luke, armed with Luke's also recovered lightsaber. This clone fought Luke at the Emperor's stronghold at Mount Tantis on the planet Wayland. This duel ended when Mara Jade, a former Imperial agent who'd been assigned to kill Luke, killed both the clone and Jarus. Luke recovered his first lightsaber and gave it to Mara Jade. In 10 ABY, Mara constructed a new violet-bladed lightsaber for herself as part of her training to become a Jedi Knight. Luke has retired his first lightsaber, the blue one, and continues to use the second one that he made for himself, so the green one. So a few things about this that I want to explain. First of all, Mara Jade later goes on to marry Luke, and that's, going to be his wife, which I don't know if that's going to be Kerry Russell's character in Episode 9. I have no clue, but it would be a smart choice. That's what a lot of people are leaning towards, also considering the fact that Kerry Russell does look a lot like Mara Jade. Now, more about her violet-bladed lightsaber. She, like Mace Windu, used a purple lightsaber. And of course, this is Legends, so colored lightsabers are different at this point. Basically, how it worked in Legends was that you would go to a planet and you would find a lightsaber that connected with you, and whatever color it was is whatever color it was. So, a green lightsaber would basically mean that you were strong in the Force. Purple lightsaber meant that you harnessed the dark side and the light side, and you kind of just used them to your will. Now, in the case that this is actually a premise for Episode 9, I would be pretty blown away if we get a young, mindless clone of Luke Skywalker, fully powered and just taken into the dark side completely by Palpatine's training. It is very possible, because we have seen it in very old Legends, so it's not like it's some new concept that's just made up out of the blue. This stuff exists, and we know that Disney is pulling a lot from old Legends stuff here and there, and just changing things and changing names and tweaking characters around here and there. So what we could expect are many different things that Palpatine will do to return. I've discussed Lord Momin and, how his mask possessed people, and then he opened a portal under Vader's castle to bring back himself in a younger form. So we could have Palpatine do that. But there's another way, is that Palpatine obviously could have cloned himself, but what if he had actually cloned Luke's hand and it somehow grew, and maybe that's where Rey came from, and they kept trying and trying and trying until they made the perfect vessel, and then Rey was born from Luke's hand. That's very possible, since, the lightsaber existed, so the hand existed too, but who took hold of the hand? Who found the hand? And I feel like the hand could either be put into good possession or bad possession, depending on who found it. If someone loyal to the Empire had found it, they would bring it immediately to the Empire to, seek reward, or to seek the good graces of the Emperor. But if found by the rebellion at that time, then things could have been very different. Now, in another theory, I could say that Palpatine had cloned Luke and was using him as a vessel to basically transfer his essence into, because if he did that with Snoke, then clearly he was just waiting for the correct vessel to do it with, which would grant him unlimited power, his full powers, which is something that a lot of people are thinking that the actor Matt Smith is actually a part of. So he's going to come back as young Palpatine, which would be really cool. I would love to see that, but the only time will tell. I'm digressing very much in this video. Basically, I just wanted to highlight what Palpatine did with Luke's severed hand in Legends, and it all comes from the book Jedi vs. Sith. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the little theories attached to it. Let me know what you think below about everything, including Episode 9, and if we could see a Palpatine, returning as a cloned version of himself, or taking over some younger being's body. Have an awesome rest of your day. Hit like if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.